Grandpa. I wanted to stop, but my advisors and my peers said, no, we're gonna keep going. And I became the first out of 21 grandkids with the masters. It felt good to see my mom's face. She was very proud. That was literally all I needed.
I was injured in a car crash. I had no idea how much my case was worth.
Call the Barnes firm to find out what your case could be worth. We will help you get the best result possible.
From hands-free driving to Google on the big screen, we're checking the tech on Cadillac's latest all-electric SUV, the Optic. Next, Rich on Tech.
Friday at 5 a.m.
Now at 1, jury deliberations continue for a second day as we await a verdict in former President Trump's historic criminal hush money trial. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 1. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. The GOP frontrunner has denied any wrongdoing in this case as jurors deliberate his legal fate.
KTLA 5's Corrine Winter live in the newsroom with the latest developments. Corrine?
Glenn and Lou, jurors have a lot to consider. They may not even reach a verdict today, and that's because they're reviewing a ton of evidence presented during the trial. They're looking at all the charges against Donald Trump, who has to await this decision inside the courthouse. He cannot leave the building, but he took a moment today to share some of his frustrations about this case and trial. Moments after his arrival this morning inside a New York courthouse where jurors are now deliberating his fate, Donald Trump came out swinging in his statements to the press.
Everyone's against this case. I haven't seen one legal scholar or expert in the law say that this case should have been filed. It should not have been filed.
The former president even took aim at the judge, who he claims blocked his legal team from presenting some of their evidence. That included key testimony from witnesses like Trump's former personal attorney, Michael Cohen, a prosecution witness at the center of the hush money payment allegations, and adult film star Stormy Daniels, who claims she had an affair with Trump and was paid off by Cohen to keep quiet ahead of the 2016 presidential election. Trump, who's under a gag order that prevents him from criticizing witnesses, called out the judge.
He's a very conflicted judge. Everybody knows that. You don't want to talk about what the conflict was. I'm not allowed to talk about it because of a gag order that he put on me.
Trump is now awaiting the verdict inside a room in the federal courthouse with his legal team. Prosecutors are in a separate room, and the media standing by in the courtroom for any developments. They got some today when the jury asked for a readback of some of the trial testimony from National Enquirer publisher David Pecker and Cohen. Pecker testified that he, Trump, and Cohen had a meeting in 2015 at Trump Tower. Pecker says he told Trump he would serve as the eyes and ears of the campaign. He also testified he promised to identify and kill damaging stories about Trump. Jurors also asked the judge to reread jury instructions today.
It is extremely common for juries to ask for readback of testimony, and especially in a case like this, where 22 witnesses testified. This trial lasted for 16 days. There was 279 pieces of evidence to review.
Trump is charged with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records to hide hush money he allegedly paid in order to squash embarrassing stories during the 2016 campaign. A panel of 12 New Yorkers will decide whether Trump is guilty of these charges. They must be unanimous if they find Trump guilty on each count, with many outcomes possible in this unprecedented trial involving a former president. And here's what could happen. Trump could be convicted on all counts or acquitted on all counts. Another possible outcome, jurors could be unable to reach a verdict. That's a hung jury. There may also be a mixed verdict, meaning guilty on some counts and an acquittal on others. Trump's legal team says that they're confident and that it's unlikely Trump will be convicted, but they made it clear if that happens, they will appeal the decision. Lou and Glenn.
Corrine, thank you. And of course, stay with KTLA 5 as we continue to monitor the developments in the Trump hush money trial. We will be on verdict watch with the very latest from the courtroom ahead on the news at 3 o'clock. And for the very latest anytime, always head over to KTLA.com or you can download our free KTLA 5 app.
A woman who was